crafty friends, Emily with you today, and I have these three beautiful new ink colors from Catherine Pooler, the Quartz, and the Rose Gold and Platinum, which are new to the metallic collection. And I have the re-inkers here, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of the difference between the regular ink pads and then these metallic ones. So I'll start with the Platinum here because I'm going to be using that in my card today. You can tell how coarse the ink pad is. It's just a little bit different than the regular ink pads. And then here is the re-inker, and you can see, look just how thick that is. So it's not really a liquid, it's more like a paint consistency where it's just a lot thicker. And then I'm just using my knife palette to spread it across the ink pad until it gets nice and smooth there. I found that I really like using this with ink blending, and you can, because then you don't really need, you can use the fixative spray, and the fixative spray helps because this is a very slow drying ink. So here you'll see me doing a little bit of direct to paper, just smush it down really good and you get a nice shiny beautiful color. And then this is the fixative. I can link that for you as well. I don't necessarily use it, but I found with ink blending I don't really need that fixative, and that's how I did that border. So here I have the Open Doors collection, the bundle from Catherine Pooler. I love all these beautiful stamps, and there's also some coordinating dies, which is great, and these number dies, which I love, and then some keychain type dies, and this beautiful background stamp that has like the lock type pattern, which I really liked. So I'm going to start out with this background stamp. I was really inspired by it, and I have some black paper here, and I decided I'm going to do like a black and white type card that would be great for a graduation. So I just have my black paper, and then I'm grabbing my Versamark, and I'm putting this all over my background stamp here, and you can see, you'll be able to see with Versamark, it looks just kind of like wet, so you'll know that you got it on there good because it looks just kind of shiny and wet. So then I'm just using my Stampendable and pressing this down nice onto my black paper with my MISTI here. And this looks really good. It looks nice. You can see the wet. This is also a slow drying ink, so I'm going to grab some embossing powder. If you're new to embossing, I have a full blog post that's separate all about all the ways you can do that and what it is and how it works. I can link that below for you as well. So here I have this really pretty glittery, sparkly embossing powder, and I really just wanted to do the black on black play because it kind of reminded me of a graduation, and I really liked this theme of stamps. And I just want to make sure I'm getting powder all over my sticky parts here of my background stamp, and then I like to flick the paper, and here it is all done in heat set, so you can see how beautiful that shine came out, and there's also a little bit of glitter in there, which I love. You can also get like a different, like a matte black, which would be really pretty, I think, with the same type of card technique. So here I'm grabbing my A2 liner die from the Card Sentiment Dies pack by Emily Moore Designs, and I love our Card Sentiment dies because they're so versatile. You can use them for anything. So I'm just going to use this for the front of my card. So I'm just cutting out my background to get a nice perfect border, just carefully peeling my tape back and then getting this out of my die. And there's a little bit of stitching on the edges, and look at how neat this looks. This looks super cool. I love the shine. And so now I decided I'm going to work on my stamps. So this is a little bit more of a simpler card for me, but I really wanted to try to do something that could work for like as a masculine card as well. So I really want to play on the black and white, and so I'm grabbing this Open Doors ahead because it kind of matches my lock theme for the background. So I'm just pressing that down like I normally would on my MISTI, and I'm using some scrap white paper I have, and here I have some Midnight Black ink from Catherine Pooler. The Midnight Black is great. It's nice and juicy and dark, so you don't really need to stamp it too many times. And look at how cool this turned out. So this has a coordinating die where you could make it into a keychain, but I found that it fit on our gift tag die, and I really wanted to use that and just kind of incorporate that. I don't know, I just thought it looked really cute. So I'm going to do this part first, and then I really do want to make a keychain sort with the actual key die, and there's a ring in there as well. So this fits perfectly in our gift tag die, which I love. Let me just carefully peel that tape off again, and then the gift tag, pop it out of there. It looks great. That looks awesome. So now I'm going to use some of that platinum metallic ink, and I decided I'm just going to grab some white scrap paper, and I'm just grabbing my blending brush. I have a brand new blending brush for this one, and I'm just blending this all on my white paper here. And you can see how like thick, and there's that coarse ink pad and just how thick this goes onto the paper, and it looks really beautiful. You could spray this with that fixative, but I honestly found that with the ink blending, I think it kind of spread it around enough that it was it was dry. So I didn't really need to do that. I like using them this way, but you definitely can use that fixative just in case to make sure it is dry all the way. So here I'm just going to run these through my die cutting machine. I love these dies. The key looks so realistic. Look at this, especially with that metallic. And then I also did the ring, so it's like a keychain. Look at how cool that looks, just like a real key. And you can loop it through. Bloop. How cool is that? Okay, so you can check out our card here. I really like the metallic, or this platinum, I mean, with the black and white theme we have going on. I'm just kind of trying to mix and see where exactly these would look good together. So I do want to add one more, I felt like, and I found this stamp that said "So Proud." So first I'm going to cut out the paper first, because I actually tried stamping it first and then die cutting it, but I couldn't see the words, so I didn't really like the placement of it. So here I'm going to put this on the end part of I believe this would be like a keychain. So this one says "So Proud," which I love. I'm using some more Midnight and just pressing it lightly, and then you can see the difference here where it's more near the end than the front, but that's just me being picky. So I'm going to loop this in my pretty little loops here. Look at how cute this is. This is so cute. This is a very fun bundle. You can really mix and match a lot of different events you could create for. So here I kind of had in mind like graduation because of the black and white, but I kept it kind of vague, so you could use it for new home, engagement. There's a bunch of other stamps on the Catherine Pooler stamp set that really allows you to create to what, event you want to make for. So here I'm just taping my background down with some cherry tape, and that helps with the warping from the embossing, and that looks great. I love this background and how shiny and pretty that is. And now I have some foam. I'm going to use some of these bigger foam, the larger squares from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. And I'm using the normal size thickness, I believe. And I'm just going to place this, not too hard down, because I think I'm going to try to move around this stuff to make sure it all fits. So just kind of figuring out where it's all going to go. And then, press it down when you're ready. And then I have the smaller, but they're the same thickness, but the smaller square foam pads. So the foam stickies, I mean. And so I'm just going to put these on the key since these fit better, but it's the same height, so it's not going to, come up off the paper more than the gift tag. So I'm just kind of trying to place these around my card, make sure they fit well. And this is looking good. So now I have to put some foam on the "So Proud." And I'm actually not gluing that keychain down. I think it'll kind of stay in place once everything else is in place. So you can see me kind of maneuvering it around. But once this is down, you could probably glue it down, but we have that foam on there, and yeah, I feel like it'll just stick really nicely. So this looks great. Oh, look how cool. So this is nice plain black and white, very simple. So on the inside of our card, I wanted to continue with the black and white theme. So I have this actually pattern paper from Catherine Pooler, and I'm used our card sentiment dies to cut that out as like a border. And then I have these scalloped frame die, which I love doing this for the inside of our card to make a liner. So the white scallop on the inside here, so it's the outside super pretty. On the inside, you can like write your sentiments there and whatnot. And I had some leftover of this black patterned paper, and I decided I really wanted to make like a pocket, a really simple pocket. And I figured this would work really well for a gift card. And how perfect is this for a graduate? So now I have I think this is 1/8 of an inch cherry tape. It's super, super skinny. So just get a nice, strong, skinny adhesive, and then you'll put it on the bottom and sides only. And here I just cut out a gift card holder in just plain black. I feel like I really wanted to try to make a more of a masculine card, and I feel like the black and white kind of lends to that. And it reads more graduation. I think would be super cute for graduation, and what grad doesn't want a gift card? So here I'm just tucking in our gift card holder. This looks fantastic. I think my paper got a little schmutz on it from my running it through my die cutting machine. So nothing wrong with the die or anything, just my plates are a little have just some markings on them, so if you see that, that's why. And then here I'm just using some double-sided adhesive from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L to cut out those numbers, and I decided to do the 5 and the 0 and the center of our gift card holder to indicate the amount of money. I felt like 50 was a good amount for somebody who would be a recent grad. So this looks great again, just on that plain white paper against that black, looks awesome. And then I have another stamp here. You could definitely use any of the stamps in that Catherine Pooler pack. This is from our graduation and retirement stamp set though, from Emily Moore Designs, in that platinum, and it just looks so pretty. So here's that gift card holder. Let's put a gift card in there. The silver looks great, obviously, with that black and white and the metallic, and you just tuck it in like so. And then that's it. This is our pretty card we made with black and white with the gift card holder, simple pocket, and that front is so beautiful with that doors, open doors bundle, and that platinum color. I hope you guys loved this. Thanks so much for watching.